heavy now. So the house for leverage, chasing every high somehow. She says I'm always gone, staring at the screen. But baby, when it pumps, you'll see what I mean. And I feel it coming on.
Still drinking that weak ass.
And I feel these bags are getting heavy now. So the house for leverage, chasing every high somehow. She says I'm always gone, staring at the screen. But baby, when it pumps, you'll see what I mean. And I feel it coming on. And I feel so much better now. Hit that 100x and I'm floating off the ground. And I feel so much better now. After all the liquidations finally turned around. Rugs and margin calls left me broke on the floor. Watch my stack get wrecked, came crawling back for more. Discord full of coping rockets in the night. So my family, one more cycle, I'll be alright. And I feel it coming on. And I feel so much better now. Hit that 100x and I'm floating off the ground. And I feel so much better now. After all the liquidations finally turned around. The road was long and dark with nothing left to lose. Every red candle taught me things I couldn't choose. One more setup, loading conviction, running deep. This time when it hits, I'm never going back to sleep. And I feel so much better now. Hit that 100x and I'm floating off the ground. And I feel so much better now. After all the pain and waiting, finally claim the crown. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. I wake up at 3 a.m., phone burning in my hand, telling myself just one more look, but I already understand. Greed whispers by more, fear screams run away. Logic sits in the corner, shaking his head in dismay. I know the pattern, I've lived it 1,000 times, but every time the candle moves, I lose my mind. I fight the market, I fight the charts, but the real war is beating in my chase the high like a junkie on the run, then hate myself when the damage is done. I swear I'm smarter, I swear I've learned the game, but the mirror shows a fool who looks the same. I fight the market, I
Check,
fight
check, 1 2 1 2.
but the real war is beating in my heart. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy, but the enemy is me. The enemy is me. I'm the one who pulls the trigger, I'm the one who loves the gun. Oh, the misery. The enemy is me. The enemy is me. I could blame the whales, I could blame the news, I could blame the world, but the truth is in the mirror staring back at me. It's always been me. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy, but the enemy is me. The enemy is me. I'm the one who pulls the trigger, I'm the one who loves the gun. Oh, the misery. The enemy is me. The enemy is me. The enemy is me. The enemy is me.
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Hopefully we're not muted now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, you're watching Late Night Crypto with Road Dogg. I'm happy to have you here tonight. Tonight is my last stream. I will not be here tomorrow night. I will not be here the next night. I will not be here the night after that. I don't know exactly what night that I will come back. Hopefully I'll be back. I have plans on coming back, but tonight's the last stream. It's been going almost every day for almost 4 years. Not quite every day. There's been a few little skips and bumps in there. But your turkey needs a little break. Your turkey's going to the beach with his family. So we'll be doing that. But I am thinking about doing maybe some Bitcoin and market updates, short, maybe 10, hopefully, God, 10, 15-minute videos at the most. It all depends on whatever the laptop and Wi-Fi is capable of doing there. All right, so right now we're looking at Bitcoin. Make sure we've got our sound on. Everything looks good so far, right? Everything. How's the MILF? Is the MILF okay?
She a MILF, part of a well-balanced diet.
Yeah, she's all right.
Every morning, yeah, you know I gotta try it. Yeah. Pour it up, milky cereal in my bowl. My bowl. Mom's in life forever, that's good for my soul. For real. Hey.
Sorry about all the commercials, everybody. I really am. Kinda. Sorta. But it is what pays the bills around here. And yeah, that's just what we have to do.
Tell me about your mother. Wait, no. Tell me about the time you bought the top. Classic. Here at Coke, Velvet Zio Fiber Lately Saber Session. We only accept crypto. He's wearing Send It cologne. One whiff and you'll ignore every red flag. Just like he ignores every red candle. Bro, she's the liquidity. Send it.
All right, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the music turned up and start looking at the charts and seeing what's going on. Well, this is what we've been watching over here. This is a 6-minute chart. We will zoom out, of course we will, because you can get caught up in these time frames and kind of missing things if you don't zoom out, right? For instance, down here earlier today, I was getting caught up in the time frame. I was actually expecting it to come down a little bit lower, about 60,900 for an 886, but it caught a 786, did a higher low, and who am I to disagree with that? And I was thinking, well, that was odd. I wasn't finding an argument for a 786 retracement right there based on what I saw here. I was looking at something different. So I had to look bigger, and I found something much bigger that's telling us that we could be going up here to 63,005 on the smaller time frame. This is small stuff. This is what we've been going over for the last few days, right? So stretches out among the days here. So for you smaller term time traders and stuff like that, that's the target that I'll put out there that we'll probably I'm looking for maybe tomorrow or something like that. Now, if that hits. This is 786. We bounced off a 618 area right here, came back down, made a higher high, 786 there. We're looking for this this guy right here, a 786 Fibonacci. And let me color code him right over here. And if that happens, and then this is a bearish pattern, which means that we'd likely get rejected and come down, or for a little correction to figure out what else that we're going to do. That would be a lower high from this double top thing over here, right? So that's just an idea. This is just remember, this is on smaller time frames that we're looking at right here. This is just saying that 73.5 might be a very strong area of resistance right there, and we might get a bigger pullback, and it may test these bottoms here. It may even send us lower, because if you zoom out, which is what we're going to do now, this computer is running so slow tonight. I want to take this little guy off of there, and let me put a little red marker over here to kind of differentiate that guy, kind of make him noticeable. All right, so this was the original thing. This is the harmonic that we had over here. These are the levels that we labeled out, and where price is very, very much respected over here. All these little areas that we have. I believe that this Fibonacci system is one of the best ways to chart this market to help you figure things out, rather than having to be there and do it one little flag at a time, or however else, one little minute at a time. If you can zoom out and get your levels, all you got to do is just be a little patient with them if we're looking for pivot points. That's what I've found. So these were the previous levels that we were looking at from way down here, and it looked like a hope and a dream, but that's exactly where we went up to, right? And bounced off of there, lost that little guy. We had the local little areas over here marked out. I feel like we had more over here. Are they not showing up? And now we're seeing a little bit of rejection over here. We're not quite making it past this area, so we'll be in some rejection. Oh. Hell, maybe you will hit that 886. Maybe it will come down and snap it. I hope that it does. And I hope we should just come down, find some support, and try to work our little happy asses on up from this point. In my personal opinion, that's what I'm looking for. At least up to here, anyway, right? From where we are now up to there is about just a measly 2%. If we were to come back down, well, we'll look at that if we happen to get there. Let's zoom out. Let me go to a fresher chart, or a blanker chart, that we can play around with, and let me hope this damn computer gets a little bit faster than what it's running right now. You're acting a little janky on me. Tell me it's not time to buy a new computer. All right, zooming the hell out to the daily. This is really going slow. We got this very nice trend line right over here that we seem to be respecting that area, and I'm very happy with that. I want a different chart. I'm saving that one for something else. Too. This one, we can work with that. Here we are testing trend line. This little purple box is the high and lows from last cycle, right? So getting out of this zone would make us feel a lot better if we can get up past 70,000. We'll be done with that and feel a little bit more bullish. But it's nice that we got this over here. We got some bullish divergence over here on these bigger time frames, especially the weekly. We finally got that lower candle there that gives us bullish divergence. So and on the weekly 200 moving average, monthly 50 if you want to look at it that way. But this is good so far. However, we're not out of the woods yet. The indicators are suggesting momentum can still come down. It just now flipped red. So we could have some surprises. We can have some surprise, and I've been calling the saving grace to be in this 9 moving average over that 21, but now it's starting to come down too. It could get a little hectic over here over the next couple of weeks, in my personal opinion. It doesn't look like we're just going to get that little V-shaped recovery like we did last time, right? What gets wicked often gets candlesticked, and then you got to fight your way through it and hope not to drop lower, right? There's still some lower areas that we could be tapping at 58,000. Some people looking a little bit lower. I've still got my eye on this area. But we've also got another 4 to 6 months to kind of figure out what our bottom can be. And just when you think it can't go any lower, surprise, it can. But I'm not on the team of $48,000 yet. It's there. I see it. There's reasons for it and even lower, but I'm not on the team of that. And I've been over that before. I want to see this trend line hold, or at most just be wicked under, or maybe at worst a bear trap. That's as bad as I want to see, right? Where we come back in and reclaim it. So that's the main things that I'm looking for and hoping to see as we're almost through this bear market. Take a minute to think about that. Bear market's almost over. We were so scared to get into it, wondering when's going to come, and seems like it goes forever, but hell, that was back in January, February. And here it is, summertime. Summertime! Woo, woo! Boobies everywhere. And it's just a little, not much time until we do finally come to the bottom. And then the life-changing opportunities can come our way again, right? I mean, the big ones that we want to plan for. Well, the big ones where I hope that you're stacking up or figuring out how to organize that fiat to deploy it over the next 6 to 8 months so that you can utilize it to grab the primary asset out there that has been changing life, which is Bitcoin. And maybe some top altcoins. Probably be a little wiser this cycle if this is your second cycle or third cycle or fourth. Or if you just caught the last little tail end, I don't know, you might be in trouble. But if you've been through the altcoin ringer that we've been through this past cycle, you're probably saying, well, I don't know if I'm going to bite at that as much as I did last time. I know I'm not. I want to pick out exclusive altcoins that actually have a good use case. Not so much in the memes. Tokenized stocks will be filling a lot of that void. And that should be interesting too when they start trading 24/7 too. Well, imagine that Wall Street goes 24/7. Trade this crap all around the world all day long. And you might even be able to hold tokenized proxies in some kind of crypto wallet. It's going to be an interesting world. But I think all the narratives, the vaporware narratives that we've all learned from over here in crypto and chasing the hype narrative and cycle rotations, I think we're going to see some changes to how the game's played, right? Now, do you still think gaming's going to be a thing for crypto? I don't know about that one. I never did know about that one. I'm looking here on the 8-hour time frame and looking for some good news, and so far it's got a green dot. Now, it can take that away from us too, so let's not get attached. We have to wait till that gets confirmed. But that does suggest a little bit of upside here, and I hope so. I hope we get some upside. We can start looking for a new trend line. And I think we got one. I think we actually got maybe some angle here. We'll go to the smaller time frame to check it out. A little bit better here, like a 2 hour or something like that, right? Is that you? Was that? Yeah, that is you. So I'm going to go from bodies to bodies, and I've got from this wick to those two bodies. That lines up nice. Even to the wicks down here, it lines up nice. So it does look like this may be the bottom. Let's see if we got any confluence ideas over here for a channel. And not as much as I would like. We got to go to that top body, pull it over here, and we can make some arguments this support resistance flip area for these wicks. And that candle body comes close, but not quite the cigar that I was hoping for to get. We've got a possible channel, and if we're in a channel, then it says that we can get a higher high to come up and touch the top of that. Higher highs and higher lows, that's cool. We all know that, or we should all know that we got to at least take this guy out, right? What is that, about 64.6? This little spike over here. And ideally to come and take out 60, right around 68, right? Those are our two main challenges that we need to get up to. Going to mark them in some gray lines right there. So that should be our mission here. And if we're making higher lows, that means we're trying to be on our mission. Here on the 2 hour, you see this big thick green cloud that we seem to be going in. It seems to be doing opposite what I want to see. Want to come over to some others. That looks a little bit better on the 1 hour. A lot of people might be looking for some kind of inverted head and shoulders there, or triple bottom idea, and I hope so. I hope this little zone will go up a little bit and get us out of here. I'm just skipping around on some of these time frames. I'm liking, what is this, the 4 hour? We're above the 9 moving average on the 4 hour. That's promising. That's hopeful right there. I like that. I'm just a little bit weary about this possible curve down that I'm seeing here. So we'll have to take this with a grain of salt. Remember, our weekly indicators are still bearish, right? They have flipped. Money flow is in the red, so we do have to struggle. But we're at some good support areas, and we'll see what they can give us. It's trying. At least we're not bleeding out continually like we were with this big-ass drop, right? We found some support from our last highs, retesting those guys one more time, maybe making a double bottom over here in the bigger picture of things. You got to zoom out to see that bigger picture. From over here, if we can just kind of see some bottom formations here. If we can just see some of these highs, we get about 64.5 or something to take out some of these guys. That would be a whole lot better, right? That would be cool. This 9 moving average finally made it down toward us, toward price, and we can get over it on the daily. That will be the sign that we need to see right there. That would make us all happy if you're trying to be bullish. If you're trying to be bearish, well, I don't know if shorting the bottom is really the best place to short. Just some kind of bearish retest is a good place to get in, and that could be up in these areas of 73. We can catch another $10,000 move. It's not impossible. It is not impossible. But I wouldn't doubt that we will spend most of the summer somewhere fighting through this big old purple block that we got there, just trying to fight our way through there. Let me come over and say hello to everybody over here tonight. Thank you for being here on tonight's final stream. This is our last stream for a minute. We got Strega. How's it going, Strega? Good to see you, my man. Strega is the number one admin over here. He has the power to give and the power to take away. We had Damien Wins in the house, and my clicker's not clicking. Why is that not clicking? Sean? Did we lose it again? Is the dang overlay thing? Let me go check this out. We're having technical difficulties tonight. Is it working now? All right, we don't have that's not. Let's try it one more time. Hop out the chat. Get the whole new number and plug it in, because that's always fun. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We will get you pulled up here very shortly, I promise. Any coin requests you got, put them in the chat. I got a list of oh, did I just copy the wrong thing? I got a list of the other ones that were earlier in the chat. We'll take a look at some altcoins over here. Copy and paste. It should be that easy, right? Sean, this is what you're supposed to be doing before the show starts. Sean? He conveniently leaves when you think you need him right there. All right, let's try this again. Have we got it? Is it working? Or geez, I mean, why? It's on here, dude. All right, we may not have a chat box. This thing does not appear to be working tonight. I got nothing. Well, okay, well, that's weird. It just stopped working over here. Let me put you over on the live chat. We'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. It's not popping up anything, is it? What if I refresh it? Would that help? Nothing. 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 Ain't doing nothing. All right, well, that's frustrating. All right, so it's going to be hard to keep up with the display of the chat. So Straga's in the house. We got Damien Wins in the house. Straga, you get the clap tonight. You were number 1. Bullets on Trade was 3rd. Nasty Gene. Damien Wins. Maybe bring out the scary voodoo face. Oh, maybe you do that. Tony Ghost says, I need cryptocurrency and the Road Dog. Thank you, Tony. Good to have you here. Brackus Adventures, my man. How you doing? Brackus is one of the mods over in our Telegram group over there. How you doing, Brackus? He's also one of the mods here. Been around for several years right there, Brackus. Thank you. Every time I get to see you, my man. Scar, sorry to see you go at night. Well, it's not too long, but it'll probably be 5 or 6 days there. I want to be the last. Mom, Straga's being mean. Straga. The par may be going to Straga's head. Brackus Adventure says more cowbell, and I got you, baby. We always got the cowbell. Uh-oh. Straga says, I'll show you mean. We got Scar in the house. Good to see you, Scar. How you doing? Tommy 2 Liters. Love that name. How you doing, Tommy? Good to see you, my man. Bullets on Parade. Maple Crown Night. That sounds tasty. Nasty Gene says, awesome music. Brackus, it seems like they do automatic translations now. That was tripping me up a couple of nights ago. Can we look at Solana and CL1 on BitUnix? Yeah, we can. I've got that one written down, and we'll get into that. And compare how they move and version of. Oh, you mean like compare them together? I've been looking at playing Solana and Hype off of each other. I think that might be an interesting thing to also chart. So we could do CLI against Solana. I guess we could do that. Bush Parade says, have some chill time with the fam. Yeah, they're going to try to have some chill time as much as I can until they... You ever notice how these chill times, vacations, and holidays start stressing people out, though? Kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah, so if you do catch me streaming, I'm getting away. I'm stepping out to the lobby. No, actually, I don't know that I've got the equipment that would do a good job streaming. But I should have some videos out, short video just to update, especially if I see something, get it out there. Digital X Natives, how's it going? Where are we at with it? We're trying to figure it all out. Like we got that little bounce earlier there tonight. All in on Cardano. Let's go. Well, we've got a lot of comments down here over here. And Joe from Trade Intuition, how you doing, Joe? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. For those of you that don't know, Defcorn Records is where you can hear some of the music we got in the background. The more engagement I get over here, the more I will start releasing. And we got Joe from Trade Intuition streaming Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. And I don't know, maybe Joe can pick up the slack while I'm away there. That would be a good opportunity. But if you're not checking out Joe, especially before my show on Monday and Friday, what the hell? That's where all the cool kids hang out. Let me get back over here and bring up the chat one more time. Bitcoin Cash is Tommy 2 Liters. It's been getting cheap, hasn't it? Solana and Hype. Yeah, I kind of like that combination. That's what I've been playing that on my Phantom wallet. So I'm looking at swapping them out and everything. And I'm like, I think we could work those little guys off of each other. I charted it earlier. It looked interesting. David Gelf is in the house. The original David Gelf, not the imposter. We got the real one right here. Damien Wynn says, I'm actually spending time with my grandmother at the family business next week. Nice little getaway with the family. Yeah, I think it will be. So what do you guys think? Do you think let's talk about Sell and May Walk Away. You think those guys were the smart ones? I think, in retrospect, they always seem to be the smart ones. And I took some profits on something. I did close some things out. But as usual, not as much as I probably should. And I did so on the stock market too, so I'd have some cash in case that things come down over the summer there. I am not trusting the stock market very much because it hit my Fibonacci levels over here, which say time for a pullback, baby. Now, lucky thing about tech stocks is they usually don't pull back too much, and they do like these 2, 3, 6s and they keep on going. So I'm looking for that, or I'm really kind of thinking of a possibility we might come down to 6,500. But 69,000 was our high there. I'd say that would probably be the first place we retest. And if we're going to get a bullish bounce from there, well, I probably want to Jones back into some tech stocks over there at that time. But as this comes down, why ride it? Why ride it? Why ride it? Figure out what I want to be in. And I do start looking at some stocks, and I do come back and do some daytime strings and start looking at some stock opportunities. And it's probably a good idea because, well, they're becoming more available to us on the exchanges too. We're going to see them float on our regular exchanges where we have Shiba Inu and whatever else, Pepe's Mama's Daddy Inu. We'll start seeing some tokenized stocks over on a lot of those, or have those opportunities. Meanwhile, we're seeing stablecoin dominance, especially Tether, doing A-OK, up to its high areas that we were at back in July of 22. Now, when this is dropping, that's usually good for altcoins. When it's going up, not so great. But at these levels, I mean, I'm just wondering. I don't know how to read this chart right now. We're an expanding broadening pattern, meaning the stablecoins can start gaining dominance over the crypto space, which makes sense since we're getting more money coming over into especially stable coins, because it's not just going to be for exchanges and to buy crypto with. We're going to see them used on payment rails, I believe, with Visa, MasterCard, and things like that. And probably it's just a good way to move money around. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for a small little a cash infusion to come from my bank, go through its channels, just to get to PayPal so I can send it to some other places. And the same thing, if I'm trying to take money to an exchange, hopefully they won't shut down my regular bank account, but it's been known to happen when you do that, so I try to avoid it. But it still takes several days for money to clear and go over there. You don't worry, that stable coins, boom, it's over, it's done with. Money's moved, no waiting for clearinghouses or anything like that. It's there, you got it, it's yours, nobody's taking it away from you, versus just sitting in somebody's account somewhere. So basically, I think we're going to naturally see this grow up in Bitcoin, in dominance, stablecoin dominance, this USDC and all that. The level I'm looking at over here to keep my eye on is about 10.25%. And if we start turning over here, rolling over, might be a good time to look at altcoins. But I'm wondering, looking at the moves that we got here, if we get 3 segments up, and just say they're like 3 little almost equal segments, right? Could be getting a lot higher, man. We might see 12 to 13% dominance out of this as this goes up. So we can't use this like we did before, because there's a fresh influx of stablecoin coming in here, is what I'm trying to get at. But we can still use some other things, still gauge it, still guide it, let it guide us. But here's Bitcoin dominance. Now it's starting to go up. Now this is great for Bitcoin, but it's traditionally not very good for altcoins, as you can see over here above my head. In most cases, when this is going up, altcoins are dumping or going down or not doing very much of anything. So we don't like to see Bitcoin dominance go up when we're trying to play altcoins. It usually doesn't work good in our favor. Doesn't work as good as we'd hope it would be. Hopefully it's going to make a lower high and then fall back down. And when this is falling is when it's usually best to be in altcoins. It fell a lot over here, but altcoins didn't do anything, because when Bitcoin falls with it, altcoins just kind of hang. And we're saying, man, these altcoins are so strong. They're awesome. And I said, at one time, this is going to catch support, and then it's going to start going up. If altcoins are hanging tough when this is coming down, when they're supposed to be going up, when this actually goes up, what are they going to do? Well, they dropped. Exactly as predicted. That's just how the charts work. Let's get out of this guy and let's take a look at altcoins. This is what I don't like about total. This is total ES, and this is all the altcoins minus stable coins. So this is a fairly good chart to watch. And total 3 is very similar. I just think this will be a little bit more accurate. But this is a bearish retest so far. Until we find ourselves breaking above this area, like at $1.9 trillion, you have to consider this being a bearish retest that is slowly coming down. All right, so what will it do? I mean, we can't tell, but I mean, normally when this happens, we continue down. I got some support levels down through here, but which drop about what is that? About another 6 to 10, 11% if we go down that far, and that would suck. We would need to see how much of an increase over here. We need to see about a 5% increase on this chart. It needs to take out this area over here, man. If we don't see that, and that's a lot to ask. I'm just saying that's really a lot to ask. Because it's fighting through a trend line and a Fibonacci area right there. But this is what we would hope to see. This would be bullish. What we got right now is not bullish. It kind of leans down. Even if we come back up, we can come back down. It's cool that we got a higher low, so we got some hope that maybe we'll see this. And this is the 4-hour chart, so this might be what we're looking at for all next week. I don't know if we'll see it. Maybe we'll see it over the weekend or something if it wants to go up. This week, they got Fed interest rate decision. The interest rate is higher. We had jobs. No, I don't know. They got a lot of Fed news coming. Oh, FOMC minutes come out, which is, they already know what's in there, but for some reason, market makers love that day to shake the market up. That is, that's in July there. We don't have to worry about that one for a minute. So it looks like the 11th tomorrow is PPI. That shouldn't really affect us that much, I wouldn't think. So it looks like we've gotten through the earlier stuff that they had this week. So we'll see. If it wants to do a higher low and then take out a higher high, that's what we need. That's positive. Anything else is kind of to the pointing down for altcoins, honestly. So be careful with altcoins. It's not quite the time to go hard, fast, and heavy on altcoins, in my personal opinion, just yet. But I mean, if you want a slow nibble or something like that on something good, I mean, like Solana, for example. As a matter of fact, let's let that be our first coin to take a look at after Bitcoin. I just want to take a quick look at Bitcoin right now and just say the good thing is on the 4 hour, it's above the 9-moving average. That's hopeful. That's hopeful. Can we get past the 50? Because 21 looked like it wanted to try to roll over underneath it, and Ichimoku looked like it wants to lend a helping hand to help that happen. We need to get our little happy asses up into this red cloud. And I hope that we can. And the only way that we can do that is by making higher lows, check, and a higher high. Don't know yet. We did do it over here. We did make a higher high from this guy. And then we made a double bottom. We'll take that. It's not a lower low. We'll take that. Then a higher high, higher low, and then I'll turn into one of those analysts that sits there and says higher high, higher low for about 5 minutes. Oh, we can just say sequential higher highs and higher lows. How's that? That saves all that stuff. All right, so this is what I'm looking at, one variation of it, this trend line right over here. And let's count this as a bear trap idea. Hopefully we'll get some traction out of this. I'd like to see us come out and take this guy out at 63. Let's go 63,000. Can we do it? It's trying. There's definitely going to be some resistance up ahead right around those areas. Trend line tells us that, man. You can kind of see this little channel idea that we might be in, right? A little parallel channel going to the side of this main trend line there. I would say there's probably some more respect for it up at some of these other levels too. Those angles seem to come into play. All right, so Bitcoin, she's trying. That's all we can say. Fighting with the 200 moving average on this particular time frame. What is it, 36 minutes? Let's come to something a little bit more familiar with people. 15 minutes. She got rejected by Miss Lucy right there. That's what Miss Lucy does. She wants to destroy all your hopes and dreams and just poop on your face. She's in the position to do it right there. But maybe we'll gather some balls and go back and talk to her, because the 360 got above her. That's a bullish move. That could pull us back up there. So a little janky, a little shaky, but as long as we're making higher lows, I'm feeling good. Let's get over into the altcoins over here. This is what they're looking like today. They look like crap on this 1 hour. They don't look confident at all. On the daily, how we done? Just hanging? We just hanging? Wonder if this has anything to do with it. All right. Is the music too loud? Are we good on everything? Mic is okay? We've been going for 40 minutes. All right. I ain't got to the first altcoin yet. We're going to change that right now. 12 people hanging out. Thank you for being here. You guys deserve a round of applause. And a quick commercial.
When the project rugs you, at least let something soft catch you. Introducing the emotional support rug. It's literally a rug, but we're all gonna make it, bro. Statistically unlikely, but still.
Crypto cowboys, moon or alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dogg Crypto now. Like or bear eats you. Better call Road Dogg.
All right, that is our commercials. Let's turn the music back up and let's get into the charts. We're going to take a look at Solana. And we're going to take a look at, see if I can find Big Unix over here. So, sources, Bit Unix. There you are. Let's take a look at the, I guess we'll look at the futures. Futures are spot. It's all about the same, really. I just want to see a good shot. Although technically the futures are supposed to where your, future price. Perpetual futures. Oh man, Solana, you're $64 right there, baby. Look at that. A lot of people looking at a big, ugly head and shoulders idea right there. I see that. Which is a bear's retest. It does look like Solana could just fall down, doesn't it? And I thought there's somewhere around $48 that I saw before. Let's see what we... Oh, snap! Really? That was your 786? She's lost her 786. I didn't realize that. All right, so her 886 is coming in at $40, $39.83. Crazy as it sounds right now, that, well, let's see, what do we got here? What have we got here? Depends on how you want to try to look at this. I can see an argument why people would want to go here, but it's a little sloppy because of how deep that this came down. That argument would be a Gartley pattern right here. And you could try to play that. But then you also got this idea. Where would this take us? This might take us somewhere a little bit different. Maybe a little bit lower right here. It could be looking at their first high or coming down to a 0.5 area here. This gets into bat territory. This would be, and then this would take us to its 886, which is actually right here. So, wait a minute, is that right? Yeah. Did you take that from the whole move there? Make sure I got this. Make sure I got you dialed in just right there. Yeah, okay. Should we go on that one instead of the major one? Sure, because I had my eye on that major one. All right, so the major one is at $40, but there's some other little things that say that. What's this other one? Oh shoot, we just lost. I just erased something there. This. Oh, that's right, because I moved you. I got you. I was tripping my balls off right there. Okay, so it is a little bit lower. Okay, that's cool. All right, we're back on track now. I got a little sidetracked there. All right, so, but aren't we? We're currently at a 786, right? We just lost it. That's what I meant to mark. Swing low to swing high. This 786, which we wicked down to before, we could still recover it. We could still recover it. I can see an argument for it to be the place that we bounce, but there's about 2 different arguments we can make harmonically over here if we're just looking at that idea. So in other words, it's kind of a wait and see moment as far as that goes. But you got a bearish retest idea right here. We take a measure move from that idea, which really resembles a bear flag. Same concept idea there. We want to make sure we put it right up here. Oh my gosh, you take us down low. $15, come on. What's got to happen to Solana this time for us to go back down? Something else got to unwind? I would hope that would not happen. That's a little bit too bearish for me to go for, but there's an argument for it, right? The only thing I can know for sure is we definitely rolling the hell over here. The moving averages, they're like just gave up. I'm like, why? Why are you so bearish? And I'm like, wait a minute, histogram is up and you're threatening to go down again? Well, that can't be good on the weekly. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I'd hate to see this take another leg down, but that would get us closer to that $40 area, right? If we're zooming out, this is the weekly chart, which is a good place to look. Let's dial her in. Let's dial it in. I'm all for picking up Solana at $40. I am. I'm nibbling right now. I wish I'd picked up more at $8. I need a trend line. What I need is a good old-fashioned trend line going from way the hell over here, way the hell over there, touching as close as I. Oh, you're kind of deep too, aren't you? My goodness, you kind of hitting these $40 areas too, because I got some wiggle room on that little dude. I got some wiggle room on that little guy right there. Oh, maybe I gave you the wiggle room. Okay, I'm pretty much from wick. Oh, I can tighten you up actually. You go a little higher, just a hair higher. Joe's saying use the magnet, and I'm saying, Joe, there are no magnets in crypto. I threw it back on him. All right, that's a touch. That's 2 touches. That's weak ass. But that's as low as I can go. What about as high? Well, I don't want to play with those ideas. Let's look for some other possibilities over here. 618. Double chop. You're at 113. We want to look at this guy short term. I want to look at support. Where is this? $59 support. That is deep. That's really deep. Wait, if you were going by a measure move for the width of this guy, it's already extended that, right? Makes people think a lot about those bear pennants and bear flag ideas, and probably we'll see a lot of suggestions like the one that says we can go to $15. I like this. Well, I mean, I like $40 definitely. I don't know how long it would take us to get there if we do. But if we do, that's a good area to buy, is what this Harmonic is telling us, that's the area to look for bottoming formations and say, maybe I should build a bag here. We got a little short-term area around 59. Could be getting the same thing. Could see us come up. Might be a nice little rebound trade going on right there. All right, so Solana. Also want to take a look at height. Wait a minute, this is on the daily for Solana. Let's carry it on down to the 4 hour real quick. How you looking the 4 hour? Yeah. Yeah, let's keep our eyes on 59. She's trying to make a higher low here. I mean, I'm all for a higher low and everything, but sometimes that's just a step as we come down eventually to those areas there. That's the pivot point I'm looking for. Let's take a look at height, and then I'm going to play these little guys together. So this is hype at $54. A lot of people call it a big head and shoulders pattern, which I would say, you know what? Yeah. And it's exactly right where it should be. I mean, I was so proud of somebody today. I was watching another streamer and I was checking out the chat, and I saw that, I think his name was Lido or something. And he was talking about a head and shoulders pattern and how people playing them on the bottoms, and like, I don't think that's right. That shouldn't be where I'm like, yes, you see it. Yes, I agree. Yes, that is totally correct. These are topping reversal patterns, man. If you see it playing on the bottom, you might not see it play out at all. You might see it go the opposite direction on you, which I've actually seen that happen the last few days. People are trying to do that. It's not meant. Okay, so this is played in the right place, but it can give you, if you want to go for that full measure move, thankfully they don't usually meet that whole measure move. That full measure move would take you all the way back down to $35 for height. But I'm going to be looking for right here for about $46, 48 areas where I was looking for when I fibbed it out the other day. Let's see what we got going on over here, Mr. Hype. That would be our 786 retracement. And can I argue you? I can make an argument for 42. I can. So I can make an argument. Depends on how accurate you want to be, I guess. As a general rule, if fibs are kind of new to you, especially harmonics or whatever, as a general rule, just a little cliff note kind of thing, your 786 and 886, statistically more times for these patterns, you will hit the 886 than the 786. As a general rule of thumb, I will tell you if it's got involved a 618, you want a 786, and everything else you're pretty much looking for an 886 around the board, unless it's one of those few little guys that are, going to do some of them will go down here, some of these lower areas, right? But as a general rule, just as a general rule, lean a little bit more to give him more variety for that 886 when you do your major pulls. If we start heading down in those areas, that might be all you need to help you out right there. All right, so 46 is going to be the first area I'm going to look at. See what we can get. That's measure move territory, but we might get something that happens in the market that would make these other guys want to take us just a wee bit lower there. We were in trouble when we lost these trend lines, depending on how you look. Oh, perfect. Yeah, it did. That's a perfect retest of that guy, too. Trey, interesting. All right. Who's Trey? All right, so Hype is coming down. She's at a 618. Okay, we don't want to fade that either, because that could... Harmonic's not confirmed when we get down here. That could be something. It could do something totally bullish right here. We don't rule it out. 618 is a good place to see what happens. So let's pay attention to that level. You gonna bounce there? Look at you be a little ballsy. If we were to bounce from here and not come down here, right? It opens the door for some juicy ass targets right here and right here. And it sounds crazy, $86 and $90, but we have seen those prices out of Solana. It's been a minute since we've seen $40 out of it. Just saying. So that would be one of the bullish and hopium situations. So it's like, I can't see us getting up there. Well, maybe not right now, but if we take out this high at 75, that's where I'm looking. There's a lot of little places in between that we can do. But I like seeing a bounce here. That's some possibilities. We got any divergence? Not really. Not, wait a moment, the 1 hour though? Yeah, not really. Okay, I forgot I was on the 1 hour. Oh, here's another argument. I didn't see this. Yeah, look at that. This might stick. No guarantees and no refunds, but we can also make an argument that right here at 50, are we at 52? The 52 we might get some reaction there. And there are so many possibilities that we can do from here. We just have to see where we catch, right? We could come up just a little bit and then come to the 786. There's arguments for all that. So we look at where we bounce on these fibs, and we're testing a 618. I want to see what it does. I'm just not going to immediately assume that we're going to come down to one of these. You can't do that. You can't do that. But if we do find ourselves there, it's a damn good place to look to buy, to take along. just like this one is. And so this is where a trade opportunity lies right now with Solana. And all you got to do is watch your risk and take a shot, right? Whatever you get stopped out with is, you know, the 1 or 2% of your total account, right? That's all you're actually risking if you get stopped out, and see how many times you can flip that number and double, triple it up or whatever, right? To see what you, how many X's you can, what your R's, your rates of return you can get off of that guy. It's not so much the money that you put into the trade, or, I mean, that affects things, but it's what you lose when you get stopped out. That's the only damn thing you can control this market. So I would be watching just to see what happens. It looks like we're catching something. Maybe it'll stick. Maybe you will stick. The resistance is up ahead, somewhere around $57 there. See what happens. May get a double bottom here. That would be nice. A higher low double bottom. That would be a good sign that this is sticking, right? We come up, we come down, we make a higher low, then we break through an area. That's looking good. That's actually what Bitcoin did on the smaller time frames over here. All right, let's do something a little crazy over here. Let's take hype against Solana. Because if you got a Phantom wallet, that's easy to just swap this stuff out whenever it's convenient. We don't have to be on BitUnix for this. I guess we'll just hit enter. And since I got this, I'm going to add it to my watch list. I did right here. We got it right there, the very bottom. So this is buying hype with Solana. We got no numbers over here. It says 0. All right, we'll try something different. Let's try Solana by hype. How's that? That's got, is that market cap? I don't want market cap. Is that one you're going to give me hype? Market cap? Well, I guess we can chart it out so like this. I'm not liking that. But now I got no numbers. We're all at 0. This is how many Solana it takes to buy one hype. And we don't have enough zeros. Can we add it? I know there's a way to do that over here. All right. It's hard to do this without freaking numbers, dude. All right, so hype is outperforming Solana at the moment. Oh, that's news. And I'm not going to get any damn numbers, but it looks like you can get up there, man. That's pretty cool. Can we get a percent gain? Can we get another percent? What is that? Another 24 to, oh gosh, if we hit the actual one-to-one move there, 42%. So I'm looking at the idea of trading Solana against Hyperliquid and then selling my Hyperliquid back into Solana whenever it reaches a peak or whatever. Playing those two, but it's going to be hard to do with that. There are no numbers to go with. All right. Let's take a look at, we looked at Solana, looked at hype. Let's look at CL1 over here on BitUnix. For my man here. It's not coming up over there on BitUnix. I'm not seeing it on BitUnix over here. We can take a look at it in general, I guess. Or maybe we can nobody's got it under crypto with CL. So So there's different derivatives of crude oil. I mean, CL and CL1, it should be right around the same price. I can chart this. Let me come back to the chat there real quick and see. David says, I had a couple of 600% screenshots. Hey, man, congratulations. Those are awesome when they happen, right? Night Rains. Hey, good to see you here, my man. Thank you for hanging out. Javier, got a sold order set at 63.69 for the leverage long. Let's hope. Javier says, bad night, just woke up, had an XAG stop loss at 61.45. They took price to 61.40. Just a, oh man, don't that suck? That's silver, right? We can take a look at silver and gold. I pretty much got out of my gold and silver. Middle East is lining up as... Well, you can't say they weren't asking for it. Was that a rule of thumb or a rule of turkey drum? Says Damian Rentz. Well, if I could remember what I was talking about, I could probably answer that question. If we're talking about the fibs, the rule of thumb, yeah, 786, 886, you'll find more hits on the 886. Some people are starting to look at the 886. Some people are starting not. I don't think they understand it quite as well. I mean, but you have to do a deep dive before it makes sense, right? I didn't. I mean, I would see that in back testing that those certain levels came into play, but it's like, which one you go with? Which one you go with? Well, now I got a little bit better understanding, and now I know why. I have reasons why now we should hit them, whereas before it's just like, well, just because it does sometimes. That's how I got into harmonics. It was like this 272. I kept seeing it being used on some people, and it just nailed things. And I was like, wait a minute, there's something to that. There's something to that. Dug deeper, but it took me a year and a half to find a source because there's so little information out there where you would normally look that discusses this stuff. But there's a reason why I was looking for a 1272 fib area. And now I know when to look for it. That's the important thing. Before then, I was just like, well, let's throw it up there because it hits. And I see some people on YouTube, they do that too, because I've been there, you know. I mean, it works. It's a good place to have in your TA. But it's even better if you understand why that they have a reason to go hit those areas, right? And there are reasons. There are reasons. There's a method to the fib madness. It doesn't seem like that when you first start messing with fibs. But the more you get into it, the more you can see, you know, the people that talk about them, you know, you can kind of gauge about how much knowledge that they got. And there's still those that will always pull out a fib, and it's usually in hindsight. Look, we hit the 618. Or there's not, and that was the thing last cycle. That's what everybody was teaching. You pull the fib, you look for the golden pocket, the 618. And you thought, oh, well, that's how you use a fib. Join my group, I'll teach you how to use a fib. You wait for the 618. I joined a group to learn how to use the 618. I didn't know there's a whole world that made sense there behind it. All right, so I'm just all here rambling. We're sitting here looking at crude oil and trying to figure out if it's going to go up or down, and hell, man. I've got to say, these ribbons look like they might want to make it go up a little bit. This is at $91 right now. It had a nice little 618 bounce. Well, you know what I'm going to look at. I don't know that we'll get it, but you know what I'm going to look at. We go, oh, perfect 618 bounce. Ezel to the ezel. We just got to adjust these levels right over here. Dial them in. Now, I hope to hell we don't ever see this. To see oil go to 176 or 205, and I don't think it'll personally get there. Now the chart says it's possible, but then we got something called reality and government intervention, and if we ever saw $200 an oil barrel, I think we'd all be pissed off as hell, right? So I gotta put that out there. We just came up to our rejection area, which is 886 areas right there. See. So we are getting a pivot point back. So now we're kind of looking for a 382. just as a general rule, especially if we're making any kind of flag shape. Well, we lost that 382. We did touch that 618 down here, though. This one I will go with. Oh my gosh, I can't see that happening. That's still too high. I personally would not be taking the trade and just hoping that we would do it 145 or 158. So we take it a little bit local. I'm still on the weekly over here. I don't see it being realistic. 143, 158. Realistically, I think I would be looking right here at 112 and 104, right about 105 right there. We've never got above 118, and that's when things just were going crazy. But it seems a little bit more probable that we might be able to get up there if we do it all, if we're not just rolling over to come back down, right? Are there signs that we're coming down? There is an argument for it. There's an argument to the, I believe yeah, 786. I think, realistically, and I think this one would have a more probability to just based on how oil moved so far, and probably me just not wanting to feed into the bias that we're going to go up to $200 oil. That this might play, but then that would be a bullish place to buy it over at 67. Let's come down a little bit. The momentum has started going up, right? We got this. I'm back on the 4 hour looking at our bigger moving average, but we did lose that 360. We are below it, and the 200 is fighting with it. Now, if it takes a dive under, then I'm leaning a little bit more toward, well, going into the lower 80s, and then maybe eventually having a chance to break this trend line and come to the downside over here. You are still making lower highs, and you are still making lower lows. So until we see that change, I mean, those upward targets are just, I mean, they're just still a mathematical probability, which at this point in the game, I don't think is really all that highly probable. Hopefully they'll get that stuff resolved and oil will start coming back down. It looks like it's going to have a hell of a time breaking 80 though. I mean, it looks like it is. Looks like we're getting ready to test some of these areas if we continue down. It's got some bearish crosses, the moving average on the 4 hour. I know people we're getting a little bit bullish on it because we had a nice little update today. But I can't really see it getting past. I can't see it easily getting past 98 just yet. But let's see what we got. Let me come back to the chat. We'll see if we can get back on target over here. Digital X Native says near. We'll put that on the list right here. Night Rains, this show should have a 10,000 viewers because it's actually fun and exciting. Thank you, Night Rains. I appreciate that. I do like feedback. I wonder how I'm being taken sometimes. I've been streaming for 4 years now. This channel is over 4 years old. I've been streaming for about a full 4 years this summer. Yeah. And it's ever since I started going live stream instead of doing just little coin videos, the growth just stopped. I had half my viewers when I was doing videos, and then it took me 3 years to get to double up viewership going streams. But streaming is where you can get all the information now, right? Where I can do teaching, because I used to do a lot of teaching, and go over more coins and interact and things like that. So, and I also don't have to edit, and I like not editing. I like not editing so much that I said, screw it. Only got 1,000 subs. That's so be it. At least I don't have to freaking edit for hours and hours to make a 15-minute video that people only want to look at because that's the coin that's pumping this week. Javier, yep, seller. I got out last week on your show, but today I tried to catch what I thought was the bottom. 100K long on leverage 15x. Took a 1% stop loss. Hurts. That would. That's a lot of trading potential right there, Javier. Yeah, it sounds like you need that 1%. That's a good one. Yeah, they always hurt. I never like any kind of stop loss getting hit, but what was it? Siller? I don't know which coin we're talking about or what asset, but if I was able to help, I hope it helped. Did you look at the so-called bat harmonic I posted on was it on Telegram? I haven't got a chance to look at Telegram today. Everything's been kind of hectic around here trying to wrap everything up because I'm leaving out at like 9 a.m. in the morning. Fun days. Let's see. That was 5 minutes ago. Michael Moore. This one's slonging it. What was the last one? I think it was this one. Is this it? I bet it's this one. Oh, it's not over. Not raise them. This music though. Well, thank you. If you like the music, you can stream my music on Spotify and wherever you stream music, Amazon or whatever. However, most of the most recent stuff that I've done is I've been putting over here on Defcoin Records. And we had some over here on Crypto Music TV in music video format. And they were going on this contest over here that nobody cares about watching, even though it's got sweet-ass Jenny in there doing a little dance at the end. Come on, people. It's Jenny. Y'all remember Jenny? She had to put muscle on Sean to get that outfit for the show, and nobody cares. But anyway, poor little Jenny. It's Jenny right over here. Jenny jiggles. But Defcoin Records over here, you can make a little playlist. A lot of the songs. And I will be. Last I posted is 2 weeks over there. I could post every day. I was just waiting to see how the channel grows. Seeing a little stuff. When I come back, I'll put some more music out over there. All right, let's take a look. I got Bitcoin Cash is on the list there. BCH. That was when the next one's on the list. See how it's doing. We'll take a look at it on a 4-hour time frame over here. Bitcoin Cash, how about you, Binance? Oh, snap. You're below $200 right there. That I did. Okay. So what did we have? 0.5. So we're looking for the 113 version. Or it looks like we're going for the deep one. Or 272. Are you going 272? Wait a minute. Wait, back up. So I was looking at the possibility that there. There's a little hopium in the sand that we get a bear trap idea and get back above the trend line. Clearly, that did not happen. Let's zoom out. Make sure we're not missing any bigger picture idea over here before I immediately jump down. There is an alt-bat version that takes you down normally to a 113, which is right here, but I see that we're a little bit below it, so I'm kind of doubting it. Let me chime in over here. Have we got anything going on over here at 113? I think we're basically kind of losing it, aren't we? There's a little bit of wiggle room depending on what school of thought you want to go with it over here. But ideally, I like everything to be respected. That's when I find the best results on these. So I'm trying to see if that idea is invalidated or not. Biggest thing is we lost the trend line. That's not good, right? And just your standard measure move from that idea alone, right? I mean, just a basic kind of more conservative measure move says that we could be going down to really $16. Let's hope that does not happen. Let's pull out a couple of other fib tricks over here. Oh, you did higher and lower? Okay. Where did you come down to? That's pretty deep. All right, well. That's also a 786. That was a good area. several different reasons. There's another little area right below it. Where is this? 163. So our 886 fib is coming at 163 from our very bottom area to the very top up there. And if we can't recover this area for a harmonic idea, deeper harmonic, an alt bat is what it is. Really, I'm not making stuff up. Look and Google it.
This time I'll be disciplined. Then I saw a little, it can jump right in.
The alt bats go to typically the 113s is what you're looking for on those little guys.
Just chasing the green. Now my account's a ghost town, quiet.
This is the bearish kind.
I'm still here refreshed.
Meaning that if we get down here, it should be the bullish kind that can help us recover all this loss. Because wow, you dropped from $400 just to drop like a rock every freaking day. Wow, that was really taking a hit for the team there, mister. Oh, from very toppy we get right there. This is what you would typically see me do right now. Is take from up there, and that's where I'll be looking for a 113, which is where we find ourselves at the current moment. Let's hope we get something down here. Let's hope something comes in very, very freaking soon on this little guy. It's still a little bit lower from the other one. It took the measure from the first hump. All right, well, there's some bullish divergences trying to form. This is a 15-minute time frame. Basically, I just want to see this level hold. I want to see this level hold. If not, I'll be looking for 163 area, but it says we got a chance. We got a small little chance. I'm just not seeing it on some other things just quite yet. Bullish divergence here too. Do it, baby. Do you recover? See if we can get back up toward. Well, you've got to come back up to a 230 and take this guy out. We need to first go up to 214 first, and then the name to 235. When we're coming back from a bottom, and I mean that's your goal. If you don't take out the highs that you lost, then you're not in an uptrend, mister. You're just ready to roll over. So we gotta go take out. We gotta take them each on, and when we do, we can cheer about it, right? 215, but mostly about 235. We need to do that, and from here to there, that's not bad. What's that, about a 15% move or something like that? 20%. Not bad. Let's take a look at near. I want to zoom out. Oh, here we got a trade set up over here. Hadn't been stopped out yet. Just put it below the lows over here. Hope it don't get stopped out. We lost that 800 moving average here on this time frame. This is the 1 hour. We need to zoom out. 200 moving average. You lost it again. See, we can recover it. Will we though? So I had an entry idea here at 208. There's even a better one. Now that was for this target way the hell up here, and that gave a 3-to-1. Now, if you're not in it and you do like near, we do have this trend line right here, and I love setups where I'm near the bottom of that dang trend line. Look at your risk to reward ratio you got now. Keep the same stop loss, but you got 8-to-1 risk to reward ratio, right? Meaning for that 1% that you're throwing in there, so let's just say if you got a $1,000 account, you want to get, when you get stopped out, you only want to get stopped out for $10. Now the entry over here, they gave us almost a 3-to-1. I wouldn't be able to get that much Solana or be able to use too much leverage before I would be in trouble. I would be exceeding my $10 limit here. But now I can get a whole lot on whatever leverage. I can get a lot more near these areas, and if we come down a little bit lower, it gets even better. Shoot, come all the way back down to the trend line for a higher low. You could get up to 12-to-1 moving risk to reward. That means your $10 could magnify by 12 times instead of 3 times. So in short, your 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio for a $1,000 account, you're just risking $10. That 3-to-1 means that's how many times you can double that $10 that you're risking. You'd make $30 on that trade. I don't know if you're putting in $500 or $100 or whatever it is to get you stopped out with your leverage or whatever. That's all in the formula there. But when you get stopped out, it's only $10. But I would only make $30 there. However, if I could get in down here, like right where we are right now, and put my stop loss there, I could make $65 off of that $10 that I'm risking. 6.5 to 1 ratio, right? If it comes down lower and I can get in there, I mean, shoot, I can make 9 to 1, 10 to 1, wherever it is right here. Your return gets better when you get that better entry, but your risk is not going up. That's a win. That's why I like the 886s. That's why I like the bottom of the trend lines, where you can get the best risk to reward ratio. Of course, it does matter. You would have to hit that target for all that stuff to play out, right? It's just better to get in down here. So imagine this. What if you waited till you cleared this level over here to get in? Well, now you only got a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Wow, if you get all the way up there, fight all the way through there, you can make $13 on the $10 that you risked here. Hey. So that's why it's important. In my personal opinion. Also, what's this? Is that 618? Oh no. You're not a 618, at least not from there. And that's exactly where I put you, and you definitely wouldn't be there. Ah. That doesn't fit our thing. It actually fits down here. So there's a harmonic idea that says we might be coming down here. We'll just see. We have to break a trend line for that to happen, right? I really want to see a higher low over here. I really want to see a higher low over here. But if we don't, there's an argument why 615 might be the place. Right now, I don't see a reason other than us being below the 200 moving average to start, and the harmonic idea, which right now is just an idea. It's just an idea, right? As long as we get a higher low, I ain't worried about this right now. This will hold. Let's let it hold. But if it breaks, we're looking for it. And then that might be the bigger play. But let's go with what we give us. Trend lines are much more important. Trend lines be much more important.
My girl's in the kitchen asking when you coming to eat. I'm yelling just one more minute while I'm beveraging my defeat. Coffee's gone cold.
Javier says silver. XAG, we'll take a look at that. Michael Moore says, I love you, Jenny. And for his voice, yeah.
Mama always said playing shitty patterns always gets shitty results. And Mama was right.
A little forest. Jenny won't skate with me. I remember those days. Those skating days right there. Yeah. That's me trying to talk Jenny into skating, and she's saying no. So, me neither. She doesn't like to skate, apparently. She doesn't like to skate. A music video with Jenny? A video show with Jenny. She's the host. She's the host. There's 3 episodes over here. And episode 3 is one of the most revealing ones, I gotta say. Especially right before the comedy section over here. Oh crap. Miss Jenny? Yeah, Miss Jenny right here. I guess this is not the one. Is this not the one? Is this not the one with the little peekaboo? Anyway, you'll see. All right. But yeah, Crypto Music TV. See Miss Jenny. Jenny. All right, so let's take a look at XAG. That should be silver for us in the crypto spheres over here. I'm at mark price. $6 to $3. wow, silver. I don't. Well, let's just. Can we just take a look at silver? That's not. I want a real chart over here. Let's just go take a look at actual silver. 62.96. It lost a 200 daily moving average. Yeah, that's not looking. Gold and silver both are looking down, and I was hoping it was going to do something to come back up. You think it would during wartime and everything, but they're not. They're just pulling back. I think it's probably good if we zoom out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now we can get a nice little place. Let's see what we got. So what, this $58 area that we're almost to? See what we can happen there. 618, that could happen. We got that big blow off top, and normally when we get the curve with the blow off top, right, we go through a lot of accumulation. So I mean, nobody wants to hear this, but this might be it for gold and silver. They might be coming down and to round out. Maybe they can get, a lower high and then come back down and round out. Maybe we get something like that, an M pattern. But usually when that parabolic moves over, you usually don't pick up and do it all over again. It would have to do it like now. It would have to just like recover now. And I mean, you can make an argument with the war, but we're not seeing it. Nobody's really giving a damn about it. Now, when Ukraine war was being talked about and Russia was starting invading Ukraine, that's when gold started, taking a move up, and that's what they were saying. Wartime, everybody goes in the gold. Well, the Iran war has not had an effect on gold. It did help Bitcoin go up. It did do that because they were taking payment in Bitcoin. That didn't exactly work against us. We got a 50 moving average on the weekly that you would hope that it would hold. But will it? That's a question I can't answer. Only time can answer that one. Let's see what we can figure out here. Trend lines, nothing great. I can still see. I'm still seeing hoping that this area, and it will probably go dip below it. 57.58 for silver. Kind of makes you wish you'd sold a bunch of silver coins and stuff when they were 120. But the thing about it, if you're stacking real silver, it's a pain. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it unless we're just in Mad Max territory. And then you can probably get your value out of it. But the metals. For spot metals, it doesn't work. It doesn't work good because there's a premium and then there's a discount, and it's a premium when you buy and there's a discount when you sell to cash in, right? And that's a huge spread that unless you've been stacking for years and that little discount's not going to hurt you. Like you try to sell for 120, they're only going to try to give you maybe $100 for that ounce of silver. You try to sell it $63 right now, they're probably only going to give you about $55 to maybe $57 for that. They're like, well, damn. But the tokenized asset, that's worth trading, or the ETFs or whatever, all the other stuff where you actually get what your value when you sell here trading or whatever. That's the best way if you're trying to play the market part of it. If you're trying to save for doomsday, well, then, of course, you need the real stuff, right? I haven't bought gold. I bought two, what are they called? Krugerrands. I got two gold Krugerrands back, and I paid about $1,300 for them, and I felt ripped off because they're the premium, and gold was up. And then it went down, but then it finally got back up again. But definitely worth it now. I gotta say, definitely worth it now. But yeah, 58 looks like that's where we're trying to head, and hopefully that will hold. It's still got the momentum behind it there. This is on the daily. Let's take a look at gold. Would that be XAG spot gold? No, XAUT. Well, that'll be that's the tokenized version right here. Can we get the whole chart? Well, this is gold. This is our tokenized gold too. Same prices. So gold's fallen. It's $4,000. We got a Bukowski measure move. Takes us down to 39.31. That's when the multiplier added to it. And then I've got another measure move down here, 36. And that's myself. What measure move was that you're talking about? Must be this one. I think we're playing like an AB. Oh, well, actually, you go a little bit lower if we do that idea. Oh, nice. There's some Fibonacci relationships right there. For gold, I want to get off the tokenized version and go to the actual real thing. We'll just go with the trading view chart. Here we're at 40. There we go. There we go. Now we can see the daily 200 moving average. This guy right here, about 3,800. That's our 382 Fibonacci. Let's see what happens there. If we're going to continue up, that's where we would probably need to bounce. But what about 33 coming back down through there? It's not unheard of with a big parabolic move that we would come down slowly burn down. What normally happens with assets when that happens. Let's see what happens with gold. If it's going to pick up the momentum again, it would need to do it here. Otherwise, I think we're just looking at probably finding higher low or lower lows and lower highs, and then we come down even more. Gold had a nice big ass run there. Since October of 2022, it was $1,600. I was feeling that was even during the drops, because I was feeling like I wasn't as cheated with the coin I bought back, and I think I bought it back in. When did I buy that? It was back before. When did I get screwed out of my money? Oh, way back in the day. That sounds about right. Probably when it peaked out about here. Probably when it peaked out about there, and then it looks like it dropped to about 1,000. Took a long time. Gold to finally be worth it, right? All right, so we took a look at Bitcoin Cash, took a look at Hype, Solana, CL1, which is oil. Even compared a few of those things, or at least tried to. Gold and silver. What else have we got over here? PMO says he made it. Everybody do the Bitcoin bounce. Everyone's betting on the DXY breaking 100. I used to chart the DXY. And then we went over to the stablecoin dominance. Well. How is the VIX? How's the VIX looking? The VIX is good. VIX is good. I mean, it's going up though. So the volatility index, that's what this is. It's starting to go up a little bit. And we're starting to get into the war time. This is what was happening in February when all the war stuff was going on, February, March, and all through that. When this gets above 30, that's when the general rule is to start looking for entries, or to start looking for opportunities to get into whatever you want to buy. And last time it got up above there, it spiked like hell over here. This is April 2025. This was Liberation Day. This is Liberation Day. And then we had August of 2024. Volatility came in. And here, we might get another spike up there. We made a higher low, so we might come up over 36 over the summer. I think sounds like we're just going to have a hell of a war during the summer if this one plays out that way. Sounds like this might get a little tricky and a little nasty and may carry on. May not be the quick victory we think. I hate to say it, but I'm just saying what the VIX is saying. Let's see what happens. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's at 62,300, which is better than 61,300. So you got that. She is slowly on these smaller time frames, working her little happy asses up. This was a 786 retracement. I was honestly looking for lower. I wasn't thinking outside the box, which is, I got caught up on the little small time frames, that's not really the way to do the harmonics. They can work that way, but you don't want to just, you don't want to force harmonics. You don't want to force any kind of patterns, and it can be you can kind of do that. But I was looking for an 886. It did not happen. She went at a 786, and I am so cool with that. Let's see if you can take this little guy out at 63. Same thing we said earlier. But there is still another idea that might come into play. We would be looking for 786, which means it may be a possible lower high. So let's just be cautious, right? Let's just be cautious. Do it the old-fashioned way, swing low to swing high. I guess you are a little bit more accurate right there. Let's see what happens here. And if you just want the general rule of things, we'll just draw you a little box between your 786 and 886 and know that is your first area to look for resistance. And if you're kind of new here, here's another cheat sheet right here between your 113 and your 272. You just take that and apply that to your fibs just to help guide you along. Those are the great areas to look for possible reversals. Routinely. Next area we'll be looking at that's 63,000. We need to get up above that, so we need to take out the 618 unless we want to double top and try to work our ass down. We're trying to do so good. Let's see if we can get up here to these areas. And this little trend line suggests that, yeah, we could actually hit up here and find ourselves around $65,000. If we just keep taking out these highs and making higher lows, we got that chance. That's what I'm going with until she says we're not. As long as we're trying to change trend and go higher highs and higher lows, let's go with it, baby. Let's trade the trend. The trend's our friend. Let's see if we can get some more bullish action over here. 25 people hanging out with the turkey. Thank you so much for being here tonight. This would be my last nighttime stream for about probably 5 or 6 days. Because we're going out with the family and everything. Look at this nice little ribbon flip on the 3 minute trying to happen. It is the 3 minute, by the way. This is the 3 minute chart. So, take that with a grain of salt. Basically, now that we got this channel and everything, we got go back to our original point over here, and we're going to move it over to where we got these two touches, higher and low, off of a 786 fib. And that is our new bottom trend line. This one, it's pretty much irrelevant right now. And then we're going to look at this one as being our resistance trend line. And we got this whole big field to play with right here. And what might be a triple bottom playing right here. I like that, personally. I think it's a little bit more hope than not that we might find ourselves trying to take these guys out. And we need to. We need to get all the way up here or higher, around $65,000. Hopefully we'll do that going into the weekend. Cross our fingers. Let me come back over to the chat. Defcoin Records. I've been looking at charts, or I haven't been looking at charts nonstop for a minute this PMO. Everything's just dropping, so I don't bother. I can understand that. I don't know that I can go over all those. We did go over near. Just because your boys got to get up really early and get up and get on the road, and I'm not packed, and I still got a lot of stuff that I got to do tonight. So you can, I'm going to see what I can do about putting out a video going over thoughts on Bitcoin and updating with targets and things like that. But I will not be here streaming during the nights or any other times, as far as I know, for the next few days. So, knowing some good teacher left is too heartbreaking. Well, just for a week, though. I'm not leaving. That's trying to play that thumbnail game is what I'm trying to do. You guys can help us out by hitting that like button. But I will be going for about a week. I will be going for about a week here. Let's take a quick look at ladies over here on KuCoin, 4 hour. Has it shown us any love? Yeah, it's shown us some. It gave us a higher low over here. Now, I was looking for this little target down here. Did you find another one? I don't see a reason for it. I'm looking for a reason for it, and I'm cool with it. If it wants to take off from here and not touch my lower target, I'm cool with it. It may come up and roll over. I'm still be looking for these areas down here. What is that? 8 zeros and 5-3, and we're at 8 zeros and 60. So this is good. I'll take that. I'll take that. If it wants to make a higher low and make a higher high and start climbing up, you're looking basically if this is going to. I mean, you kind of did that, but if we're going to look at it this way, it's only got 2 touches, but that can work. Megaphone pattern, if it flattens out here, then we could look at that 70% chance to break up. Still looking for that little lower though.
Roll these heavy bags down a blood red candle road. Warnings in the mirror, everything I
Bitcoin is above Miss Lucy over here on the 6 minute. It's quite an testing at 800. Quite an accomplishment right there. Quite an accomplishment right there. Maybe we can get that 63.5 after all. This one's a new song. That we just did? Oh, thank you. Well, thank you, guys.
The charts keep saying we don't fold just yet. Keep pushing forward.
Lots of bear traps. Be careful where you step. I hear that. Air girl suit. Is that translated? What is that? All right. Bye all the all, says PMO. All right, guys. I'm going to go to the end screen. And we'll listen to a few tunes and things over there and catch up with the comments. I am looking and hoping that we're trying to knock this guy out over here with a higher high out of Bitcoin with our nice little breakout retest bear trap idea that we had here on these smaller time frames. But just keep in mind on the weekly, things are still fighting against us, and it may be a minute before we get back to 70,000 and test that area. It may take us a while, right? I can see an argument for us to range through that same little purple box that we fought with for so long last time, which is basically what I believe that we're doing. This purple box from where we topped out last time, struggled, and where we wicked down into and fought with over here, I think that we'll probably still fight around in here for a little bit until we finally get this bear market over. Hopefully we won't go any lower. I hope not. We're at some good support areas for right now. We're hoping that they will stick. All right, I'll see you on the end screen. And happy trading, everybody. We need some new music over here, because I think I've played this 3 nights in a row over here.
I used to be. Wrecked again, now I'm barely floating free.
Thank you, Strega. Appreciate it.
She says I'm always distant, lost inside this.
Thank you, Upsell.
But I keep aping harder like a bad recurring dream.
I'm sure that's what it will feel like too.
Yeah, I keep aping harder, but I'm a creep. I'm a digging creep. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. thought I'd be the one to catch the perfect setup under the morning sun. But I'm just a bag holder, watching
I don't think the wife will let me forget the sunscreen.
copying the whales while they laugh and fade. Yeah, I keep aping hard,
Bitcoin goes. I'm trying to remember that one. Let me see if I can find it.
but I'm a
I
creep.
thought it was when crypto goes to hell.
I'm a digging creep.
Let me see if I can find it.
What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. She's running out of patience. The kid don't understand why daddy's always staring at the glowing promised land. One more leverage play, just one more final stand. Even if it buries me right where I stand. But I'm a creep. I'm a digging creep. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
You're listening to Road Dog Radio. Up next is When Crypto Goes to Hell.
Right then! Bitcoin's off the cliff again. Grab your popcorn, here we go. Bitcoin's diving, look at the state of it. Took me alts for a swim in the shite of it. Bought at the top like a proper mug. Now me portfolios doing the tug. Whales are legging it, retails in tears. Gurus vanish, no one's got ears. I YOLO'd me rent on a dog with a hat. Now I'm eating beans out of tin, fancy that. Charts are screaming, margin calls ringing. Feels like Armageddon, but we were singing. We bought the dream, now we're paying the bill. Welcome to hell, past the cheap swell. When crypto goes to hell, we're all getting rinsed. Bitcoin's dragging us down like a bad date since altcoins melting, bags on the bonfire, traders dancing in the flames, desire. When crypto goes to hell, hell yeah, alright. We're laughing while we skin, yeah. What goes up must get proper murdered. When crypto goes to hell, cheers you bastard! Dirham's gas is dearer than me nan. Solana's freezing like it's got a ban. Dogecoin's quiet, no bulk left, and I'm me. NFT's worth the price of a whim. Told me mom this is the future, honest. Now she's asking why I'm sleeping on the carpet. Leverage tripled accounts on E. Thanks for the memories, you absolute P. Notifications blowing up me phone like a bomb. Congratulations, you're officially skint love. We chased the moon, now we're chasing the drain. Same old bollocks, different pain. When crypto goes to hell, we're all getting rinsed. Bitcoin's dragging us down like a bad day since all coins melting, bags on the bonfire, traders dancing in the that's scripted now. I'm trading dignity for instant noodles, praying for a pump before I lose me marbles. But son it, raise your warm lager high to the greatest bear market in the sky.
Might have a possible short opportunity on Gwei.
When crypto goes to
I don't want to wait to actually break the trend line.
Bitcoin's dragging
It could just go
us
sideways, could come down here and go just a little bit higher. That would suck for a short, right?
It's
got the golden cross here on the 4 hour though. Just keep that in mind. She does need to have a pullback. But that 15 cent area looks kind of nice if we ever get back there.
When crypto goes to hell, we're getting served. Bollocks. Bollocks.
If it keeps on dumping, chart gonna break. If it keeps on dumping, chart gonna break. When the chart breaks, mama, you got to roll. Don't it make you feel bad when you're watching every candle turn red? Don't it make you feel bad when every green candle becomes the dead? When the chart breaks, mama, you got to roll.
I just got back into that trend line.
Mama, me no support level, done broke, mama. Left me going down, left me in the red. When the
Could be looking on a 3 drives pattern. And what that is a bunch of consecutive 272s. Generally. That was a little bit deeper. Hopefully we'll take that guy out high or low.
Going down, watching every dollar drain away, mama. Going down, watching every hope of young fade to gray. When the chart
Party a
$2
bounce
main
today,
resistance.
but every bounce just dead cat my way.
I like that it got back in the thing if it would hold it. Could easily lose it, but
When the chart breaks,
zero momentum. Oh, that's nice.
mama, you got to
So we know from double bottom we need to take this guy out. So
going to Chicago.
21 about to cross. Could be crossing the 50 on the weekly. That's good. 4 hour. Oh, that's cool. So like the ribbon flip and then just did a retest of it all.
Mama, you got to roll. When the chart breaks, mama, you got to roll.
150, yeah.
Oh, yeah, going down. Woo, yeah. Going down, going down. Going down.
First, I don't think we quite hit the target for this guy. Wow, this one's down a lot, huh?
So long ago, I don't remember when. That's when they say my buddy stopped logging in. Took his last cold million on a bridge that wouldn't span. Saw his last goodbye on
Wait,
the
what?
screen.
Lower.
I rolled the same dice that he was rolling.
Here's an idea.
And I just got lucky in the one he was holding. The chat's gone quiet where the bulls used to run. We know it's broken, but we can't let it come undone. Come on, try a little. Nothing is forever. There's gotta be something better than this bear market. Me and my last thoughts, put it all together, we can drive it.
Oh, and you do have something there. Oh, I just pulled the fibs down to I got a 236 to give me a support resistance flip. I did it bass backwards. It lined up. 272
She said
area.
it's cold, says she don't know me anymore. Says the screen turned her husband to a stranger at the door.
You might be able to hit this area.
I tried to tell her I can feel it coming back. She just looked at the mortgage stack.
Let's see how that turns out.
Kid came in at 6, asked why I never sleep. I said, baby, this is building something deep. The dream's gone quiet where the exit used to be 3 years.
Alexa, skip.
I was down, but it's not over. I was staring in red.
All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I got to go pack up and get ready to leave out in 9 hours. Get sleep and all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. And I will see you guys next week. I will try to put out some videos over the next few days. Just mostly going over Bitcoin and maybe an altcoin or two in the market. But I appreciate your support. Thanks for hitting that like button. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And have fun this week. Good night, everybody. Jesus love you.
The pain was real, but deep inside I could still feel it's not over. I'm still here, still fighting through the smoke. It's not over. Every dip just taught me how to hold. It's not over. From the bottom
tonight. You know I do.
Average down harder while the weekends
Sean, turn your mic off, man.
They call me
No homo, though.
delusional, said I'd never see green, but I felt the shift coming and the silence between screens.